Okay, coaches, let's talk a little bit about the mental part of hitting. Okay, we've gone over the swing mechanics and given you guys some drills that you can work on with your hitters, but there's a whole other part to hitting. It's a big part of hitting, and it's sort of what's going on in your head as you are going through the process of taking your at-bat, and it's the mental approach to hitting. Very few kids are good at this. Usually older players start to figure it out, and what you'll see at the really high levels of baseball, guys are great at this. There's a few different key words that coaches usually use with their players. One thing that you hear a lot from coaches is have a good at-bat, okay, or focus on the process of the at-bat, or you got to play the game one pitch at a time, and that applies for pitchers and defenders, but it also applies for hitters. So we, as coaches, have to give our kids a game plan at the plate. We can't just expect them to go up there and know what to do and know to swing at certain pitches at certain counts or lay off other pitches in certain counts. So we have to give them a game plan, and for the younger players, we're going to give them a real easy game plan. And we can make this fun for them, okay? You can ask them a series of questions that make them think a little bit about hitting. Ask them, what's the easiest pitch to hit? And most kids, even inexperienced kids, they know that the easiest pitch to hit is a fastball right down the middle, okay? And every hitter in the world will tell you the same thing. So with less than 2 strikes, we just want them looking for fastballs down the middle. We don't even have to talk about fastball, curveball, slider, off speed, stuff like that with the younger players. With the older players, when the pitchers start changing speeds, we have to do that stuff. For younger players, we want them focusing on balls in the middle of the hitting zone, okay? So we don't need it to be splitting home plate down the middle, but what we're going to do is we're going to take about a baseball width on the outside corner and a baseball width on the inside corner. Anything in between those 2 baseballs on the corners is going to be considered the middle or the middle third of the plate, and that's where we want our hitters looking for the ball with less than 2 strikes. So we want them taking the approach of engaging with every pitch and then disengaging with it if they realize, according to their game plan, it's not a good pitch to swing at. Okay, so the way that we want to teach the hitters to be aggressive and selective at the same time is to load, stride, and get ready to hit the pitch thinking yes, 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 contact, or yes, 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 and then when they realize it's out of the zone or it's on the corner, no at the last second. They can't go the other way around, and you'll see young players doing this sometimes. They just sort of stand there, and then all of a sudden at the last second they realize it's a good pitch to hit, and they try and get loaded and swing the bat, and it's already too late. So we need to teach them to be aggressive and selective by just engaging with the pitch, being in rhythm with the pitch, and then disengaging at the last second if they don't want to hit it. So again, with less than 2 strikes, all we're going to do is teach them to engage with the pitch, look for it on the middle third of the plate, and if it's there, to hit it as hard as they can, okay? That plan has to change a little bit with 2 strikes. That little box where we're looking for the baseball has to expand to include those corners, which we weren't using at first, and that's their 2-strike approach. So if you really break this down and make it as simple as possible, it's 2 sentences, okay? With less than 2 strikes, you're looking for the ball in the middle third. With 2 strikes, you're hitting anything that's in the strike zone, okay? And that's something that they can remember. It's something that they can remind themselves of as they step out of the batter's box between pitches, step back in, remember the count, and we need to continue always stressing the process and having a good at-bat. Having a good at-bat just means that you're swinging at the pitches that you should swing at according to this game plan, and you're laying off the pitches that you should lay off, okay? It doesn't have anything to do with results. I can hit a home run and have a bad at-bat, and I can strike out and have a good at-bat. Chances are I'm going to give myself the best chance of having a good result if I have a good at-bat, but it doesn't always work that way. So stress the process of having an at-bat, thinking your way through your at-bats, playing the game 1 pitch at a time, and the kids will start eventually to understand how to have a good at-bat and how to compete against the pitcher. So that's just a little bit of information that you guys can give your kids about the mental process of hitting.